if she knew who I was, she would not, agree to this. And there was just like some conviction that I had. I'm like, man, I need to be forthcoming with this. Not something I'd done, in the past. I want to share something with you. It's gonna, be a little heavy. She's like, okay, what's up? And I was like, kind of like laid out my guts. I was like, man, I'm the kid that his daddy didn't want, and I did all this porn, and it's still all over the internet. And like every bad thing I've ever done that creates shame in my life, it's on the internet forever. This is who I am. And she was just like, holy crap. And she didn't say anything. We just continued to walk. She didn't say a word. I didn't know if she was mad or... Then she stopped and she looked at me like, she was an elementary teacher. She's like, hey, I don't want to minimize the pain that you've experienced in your life, and I don't want to negate the real problems that your decisions have made for you.
Back to Hollywood.
I was at this bar, Saddle Ranch, so like mechanical bulls and all the stuff. These three girls walk up to me, and they were headhunters for the porn industry. They worked with a porn agent, and they asked me straight up, like, hey, would you be interested in being in a porn? And I was like, not really, but maybe. Like, dude, I saw you on this website. I saw you on this website. I saw you on this website. And then, being from a small town, the thing about a small town, it only takes one person to know one thing about your life for everyone to know everything about your life. Someone told my uncle at work, and then my uncle told my mom, and then I get a phone call from my mom. When I answered the phone, like, Joshua Broome, did you do a porn? Did you do a porno film? I was like, I did, Mom. When I heard the pain in her voice when she said, why did you do that? Satan said to me, see, you're exactly who you thought you were. You're not a kid that does bad things. You are bad.
Was it a buildup of misery, or was it literally that one scene?
What she never wanted to do, and she did one time, becomes something that she does all the time. And they would just do that with girls over and over and over again. At the same time, they would convince them to do escorting. We're making the client get, the same STD and AIDS panel, so they're clean, and you're getting paid. So they just convinced them that, so that they were trafficking them. I'm gonna go somewhere pretty dark. They would ask, do you want to do like VIP parties? Do you want to like bartend or whatever? Like, you'd bartend shirtless, and you'd make, $10,000-$20,000. People were like urinating on each other, like spitting on my face, in my mouth, stuff like that. I'm just like, I want to die.
Joshua Broome, you're a guy who went from a small town, South Carolina, to the bright lights of Hollywood, chasing the acting dream, only to fall into the adult film industry.
Porn is a word that is from the Greek New Testament, so porneia. But we want to say adult film industry. But when we say that, trying not to be abrasive, what are we saying? We're insinuating that that's adult behavior. That's how adults act. Maybe. I went to church a little bit when I was a kid because my grandmother, my grandfather, they went to church. They had a faith. I know of God. I certainly don't know God, because there's one author of you, and it's not you.
So how much are you on camera performing?
It's become popular to take your podcast on the road, to have that live element. Well, instead of watching a porn, on a screen, you would watch it happen live.
Jeez.
Like, that's how much I had suppressed reality.
When's the first time you did it live?